Hi everyone, how are you doing this, I think it's Wednesday. I hope you're doing well. We actually got rain yesterday. I had gone to lay down and, I actually fell asleep for a little while. I literally just went to lay down and then I heard, Polly was laying down too in his room and, just as I got situated, because in my ritual of all my cooling agents I need for my body, till I got all that organized, I heard thunder and I thought, oh no, Polly doesn't like thunder. And I thought he's probably gonna come to my room, but he didn't. He either didn't hear it or just braved it out, so to say. I was just like him. I was afraid. Well, I was more afraid of lightning, but he just has issues with, loud sounds. So anyhow, I did not hear the rain, but apparently we had hail, according to the weatherman. So I don't know. Polly did say he heard real lot of like heavy rain, he thought. And then when he watched the news, because he likes the news, he said that they said that there was hail. So that's probably what he heard. And of course, hail reminds people of something called, I think, grapple. It's big hard balls of ice that come down. So I'm not quite ready for that weather, but I am ready for cooler weather. Of course, it was still warm for me. I think it went up to 81, so my house was hot and all, but it was nice when it was raining. My house holds the heat in the summer, so sadly, other people probably, well, most people have air conditioning, but it probably cooled down, houses who are better insulated. But it was nice, so it must have lulled me to sleep. I think I got an hour and a half of sleep. Hoo-hoo. But what I was wondering is, now that the summer season is winding down, and I know a lot of people, I hear them say, oh, they love the sun and all that. And I think that's why a lot of people move down south when they get older, retire. I know I could never do that because I don't think this thing is ever going to go away. My body overheating and I can't sweat. So, and the only way I could is if I sold my house and had enough money to buy a house. And I'm pretty sure down south they're pretty expensive because that's where people seem to want to be. But I was wondering, with this change of weather, and you can think, 2019 and before if you have to, because the answer may be different now with what's going on in our world with things costing more and shortages of products and all. So I guess I'll ask this question prior to all this. When the seasons change, do you change, like some people are big time into decor? Do you change like into the fall colors and, deck out your house, apartment, wherever you live, with Halloween stuff? Do you cook differently? Do you start more baking? I know, I remember in my first marriage I used to do a lot of, soups and homemade breads and biscuits and applesauce. Always made my own applesauce. I used to have this, I think it's called a food mill, and where I would make the apples with the skin on, and so the color was beautiful, beautiful, like light rose color. And when I was married the second time, I had gone on a search, I want to say within the last 10 years maybe, for a food mill because I had used that one up quite a lot. And I was surprised at the price of the food mill. My goodness, it had 5 times as high as it cost the first time around. So needless to say, I didn't get one. And the thing is, you need the food mill to make it that pretty pink color, at least as far as I know. If you put it in the blender, you're going to mush up all the skin. But a food mill keeps the peel, the skin, I don't know, the thing that covers the apple. I don't know. But anyhow, I'm wondering, do you do anything different, or did you? Do you make more stews? Do you make more oven meals? I know I would, because we don't cook in the oven during the heat. Before in my first marriage, it seems we did, but I had a ceiling fan in the kitchen, and we had a wall air conditioner unit that worked really great, because it was years ago. And we had, I think we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, I think 4 air in the wall units, but they were probably originally with the house. So over the years, they worked through the first marriage, but then the second one, I don't know if it was a red flag or what, but they weren't working. So I guess I did still use oven, not a lot. We did a lot of barbecue outside on the grill. But I'm wondering, do are you one of the people who switches over? I used to love it. Always pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin. I love pumpkin. Last year I always wanted to try to make the Panera, I think it's autumn squash soup, or I don't know. I never got to it, and I really wanted this. Did I say summer? I meant in the fall if I said summer. I really want to try to do that this year. This will be the first year where I have the chills added on to the constant hot body and not being able to sweat. So I'm not quite sure what's ahead for me. I kind of fear. I think it's going to be worse, but I'm trying to hope for the best. So I'm hoping I'm going to be able to make some soups, and little by little, when I order, the Insta thing, try to get, bits and pieces, which is hard. I mean, there's one soup I saw a recipe for, I think it was beef barley. I don't think I'll be able to do that, because I remember the few times I got to the grocery store, the beef was unreal. Now, if they had a little piece, I don't know if they'd cut them, because now they're sealed. I don't know if your meats are that way. They're like vacuum sealed. Before, when they had like just a regular, like a saran wrap, but stronger, you can go and ask them like to divide the pack. So I kind of think they don't do that anymore. But I've never made that kind of soup, and I remember growing up with having beef barley soup every so often, not a lot. But I'm trying to collect recipes for soup, so if you have any. Also, if you have any biscuit recipes, I have one that I always use, another one I can't wait to try. And again, I'd have to get one of the ingredients sooner rather than later, because the prices are just going sky high. So tell me, do you do things differently? Do you look forward to the cooler months? I used to love raking up the leaves with the kids when they were little, and they'd jump in. My mom, that was one of her favorite things. She'd come over. That would get her over here. We'd say, we're doing the leaves, and we'd rake them up, and the kids would jump in, and of course we'd be standing right there and nowhere close to the road. I see some people, they're close to the road, and really makes me shiver looking at it. Well, I don't shiver. Or do I? I don't know. But anyhow, you know what I mean. You gotta get far away from the road. But we, did that, and we always went apple picking. Even in my second marriage at the beginning, we went apple picking and picked a lot. It always turned out more than you thought you had, and right away came home and made applesauce right away. And baked apples my mom loved, and we did all that, and all the fall things. And fall is my favorite season. So I hope I'll get some reprieve for me. So I do look forward to that. I do have cinnamon, which is one of the spices we use in the fall. And I used to make this the size of I don't know, I call it a big cookie sheet, but it has sides on it. I think they call it a sheet cake pan, maybe. And I would make a pumpkin cake in there. Oh my gosh, out of this world. And you make this cream cheese frosting, and you always double it because you want more. It's so good. Oh, I used to make it every fall, at the beginning of fall. Everyone would say, when are you making it? When are you making it? So, I don't know if I'll get to that. I'm not sure if there's something I can eat anymore. But if I could have the recipe, I may make it for Polly. Of course, all depends on how I do in the fall. This will be a different year with an added symptom for me. But I'm just wondering what kind of things, or do you just go on, like I say, this would be 2019 and before, unless you just continue on. I mean, maybe some of you can continue on the way you were. So I'm just wondering, because I love fall. And another thing I wanted to share, and I don't know if I shared it in another video, Polly's hair was getting too long. He didn't want it long. I mean, before he was trying to grow it out, but now he didn't. But we haven't been to, we can't go anywhere. We can't go anywhere far with my car. And hairdresser prices have gone up and everything. And basically, I didn't have any kind of scissors except those old ones that I was able to find. But anyhow, once we got some scissors from my wonderful subscriber, believe it or not, I cut his hair. And after we did it, I feel like I said this already. I don't know. I don't remember putting a video. Mel, if I said it, I'm sorry, I'm saying it again. We should have put a video up, put it on the, what's the thing called? The tripod. Because as I was cutting, I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, it will grow back, But Polly has very curly hair, so pretty much, well, you can screw it up, but I didn't. It looks really nice. I'm really proud how it looks. He's much cooler. I mean, his hair was way past his, well, to the top of your spine, in the back, your neck, and it was very, very hot for him. So I was happy I did it. He looks really good. He looks, I mean, someone saw it, they'd think he went to the hairdresser. So it turned out great. So just wanted to share that little tidbit. I don't know. We didn't even think of it. We didn't even take a before picture or anything. But let me know. Let me know with the fall season coming. I know it's still a little over a month away, but I'm getting excited. Also a little nervous. Not sure how my body will react with, now the chills added to my repertoire of problems. But still looking forward to it, because it will hopefully be cooler unless we get some Indian summer. We're supposed to get 90 degrees again. I dread those days like you don't know what. I mean, even the days in the, even 84 is hot, but 90 I'm not looking forward to at all. So let me know. Does anything change from summer to winter? Especially like baking and cooking or, anything. Just let me know. So for now, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that like button. It helps our channel to grow. Share our channel. Share GoFundMe. Be kind to people. You don't know what they're going through, and so many people are going through so much. Be kind to yourself. Do something nice for yourself every day. Like I say, even if it's looking up at the sky and the clouds. And I'm going to try to keep track of the stars, because I don't know if I just don't go out in the evening. But I don't remember seeing stars. Maybe I just don't go out. But just keep doing what you're doing and enjoy what you're enjoying. And most importantly, stay safe. Thanks for coming by. Bye for now.